Good morning. Every year on the 11th of November at 11 a.m, the people of the UK stop everything and engage in a 2-minute silence as an act of remembrance. This started in 1919 on the first anniversary of the end of World War I. But now we use the opportunity to commemorate the people who gave their service and ultimately their lives in all wars since then. Let's just take a moment to think about the men who gave their service in that first war. Here's a big group of men somewhere in the north of England queuing up to go and join the army, to sign up at the recruitment office, to go and fight the Germans somewhere in Europe. They didn't know what to expect. They just thought that it was their opportunity to do something for themselves and for their country. But as they were to find out, the war was perhaps not the fun and games they thought it might be. And this is a war that saw the death of something like 10 million soldiers in total, about 1 million from the UK. But we also must remember the soldiers from other countries who also lost their lives fighting. And also men from other faiths as well, Jewish soldiers, and from the Indian subcontinent, Hindu, Sikh and Muslim soldiers. And this year, we are particularly thinking about the service given by people, both in the past and more recently, with a particular focus on service in World War II from 1939 to 1945, of which we're currently remembering the 75th anniversary of the end of that war, and of course more recently in the COVID-19 pandemic. When we talk about service in World War II, our thoughts immediately turn to the military, as of course they would. We see here a group of soldiers arriving in Normandy, in northern France, at the start of the fight back against the Germans towards the end of that war on a day called D-Day. This is a group of Polish airmen fighting in the Royal Air Force, flying in the Royal Air Force, around the time of the Battle of Britain. And this group of sailors are on a ship across the Atlantic, fighting German submarines and ships in the famous Battle of the Atlantic. Of course, we also need to remember the people who offered their service in other ways during the war. This chap is a member of the Air Raid Unit, watching the skies over London for incoming German bombers to offer warnings to householders and other people involved in keeping London safe. And the men of the Home Guard, perhaps many of them too old to actually join the regular army, but who are offering their service in defence of their country, should it be subject to invasion. And then finally, the young men who volunteered to go down the mines. Without them, the country wouldn't have been able to keep going. And their service was just as important as any other. And there's the service offered by women in World War II. For example, our Queen, shown here, worked as an ambulance driver during the Second World War. Other women, equally like the men, joined the air raid precautions units, watching the skies. And then women also worked in huge numbers in factories, making, well, all sorts of products, but particularly making armaments, weapons that were used by the soldiers and the airmen and the sailors. But this year we also remember those people who offered their service as carers and NHS workers in the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Their service is perhaps different to that seen in war, but no less important, especially in this completely new international crisis. One way that we do honour this service and this sacrifice is through the building of memorials. This is a memorial in France, at a place called Vimy, which commemorates Canadian soldiers who died in a huge battle at some point in 1917. And this feature from that memorial is the figure of Mother Canada weeping for the dead soldiers. And of course, this has been repeated in a perhaps less official way, as people have celebrated the NHS and remembered the NHS with our Thursday clap that we did for so many weeks, and with the decoration of houses with rainbows seen in so many windows and on so many doorways around the country. So this year, as we take 2 minutes silence on Remembrance Day, and perhaps some of you will be involved in Remembrance services on the nearest Sunday to it on the 8th of November. Obviously, the focus is always on the servicemen who gave their lives in war. But there's so many other people who've given their service and ultimately their lives, and we must always remember them as well.